Hi, friends. It is Tuesday, June 23rd, and we are just entering our third week of the class. So, welcome to week 3, in which we are going to be covering chapter 5 and chapter 6. So, two chapters this week, lipids and protein. So, two fun topics, especially when we look at, the keto diet and paleo. So those two in particular, which have been pretty, pretty well advertised diets in the last several years and very trendy and popular, both dealing with those specific macronutrients. So this is always a fun section for me to hear about your guys' thoughts on them and explore those together. So I did want to touch on one thing in particular that I'm noticing as I've put in grades in the last I put in some grades today and yesterday, and there's quite a bit of zeros on soft chalk lessons and quizzes. So I just wanted to, really, that's what I wanted to touch base with on this Tuesday afternoon, was to reinforce that there's always a quiz, if not two each week. So if we're covering two chapters, there's generally two quizzes and then two associated soft chalk lessons for those chapters as well. So the way that it works, and if this hasn't been made clear, is that you take the soft chalk lesson. You may take it unlimited times. They are worth 10 points towards your grade, and you need to get an 80% or better for the quiz to open up. So this week there'll be a soft chalk lesson for the content of chapter 5 and for the content of chapter 6. Once you have taken both of those, the quizzes for chapter 5 and for chapter 6 will open up for you. You will be able to see them in the quiz list. If you do not pass the soft chalk lesson with 80% accuracy or better, you will not see those quizzes, but they're still there for you to take, so you need to do the soft chalk lesson first. That said, so order of operation would be the soft chalk lesson, because they're there to kind of help guide you of the content for that chapter, just to kind of touch base on what that quiz could look like, and items you should focus on when you do your reading for that week. So you could take the soft chalk lesson first, then you could read the chapter and then take the quiz, or you could read the chapter, do the soft chalk lesson, and then take the quiz. But they're there to help you do better on the quiz, because the quiz is only one shot, and you get what you get score-wise on that. Lastly, so some of you are seeing that something is dropped, like on your grade list, that this such and such has been dropped. So the lowest quiz score or the lowest soft chalk lesson score throughout the entire semester will be dropped. So one of each will be dropped. Right now, because you've only taken a certain amount, three quizzes and 3 soft chalk lessons, it's dropping one of those 3 that's the lowest. But that could change as the semester continues and you take more quizzes and you take more soft chalk lessons. That's a mouthful. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Email me if you have any questions, but I have received some emails about that, and that's why I wanted to post the video. So take care and have a good week.